there. I should be able to fit this right up. Oh, I should probably put the clamp on first. I don't have to complete. Oh, it's already completely unbolted anyways. Fine. You want me to be the bad guy? Okay. I'll be the bad guy. Jeez, I don't even know if I really need the clamp. It's got such a nice tight fit to it. Okay, there's that. We're gonna throw a clamp on it anyways, just to be on the 100% sureness. You know, I like to be 100% sure. Okay. Cooking with gas now, chat. We're going to have a muffler by the end of the day. Maybe I won't have to worry about waking up my neighbors or getting pulled over for having an incredibly loud exhaust. Just the German spec will do for these. Good and tight, you know. Good and tight. Okay, this is classic Appalachian engineering right here. We're getting it done. Getting it done in cheap, short order. And next, I need to make this round again. You can see, sometime during shipping, the muffler got a little bit of damage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a dead blow hammer, and I'm going to take this adapter that I'm actually using on the other side, and I'm going to try and beat that straight. Where's my dead blow hammer? I know I used it when we took off the spoiler the other day. Okay. There we go. Got our handy dandy foam pad in place here. That's a good enough spot. Is that going to work, or is that just going to destroy my hammer? Probably both. chunk of wood. Nicely. And I know I'm going to be losing all the force of my hammer blows into that foam. So do another block of wood on the bottom. That should help to make it so I don't lose as much of the energy of each hammer blow. Oh yeah, she's coming back around, people. She's coming back around nicely. Hammer! That's almost perfectly round now. Wow, this is working great. Okay, I think that's close enough for horseshoes and hand grenades. Oh man, I wish I could do like a before and after so you could see really how drastically that improved from just a couple of seconds with the dead blow hammer. You can see now both sides are basically completely round. This inside edge here is not too marred up. This is really close. This is really, really close. Let's see. I'm going to take and try fitting the tailpipe in. Oh, we're just maybe another 1/16 out of round. But we are getting there. This is going to work. This is definitely going to work. Give it another try. See if we've opened that up just enough. Okay, and this piece fits perfectly on this side, right? Yep. Okay. So if it fits perfectly on this side, then the problem isn't the tailpipe. is still just a little bit out of round. Okay. Some gentle persuasion in the oblong areas. Okay. Might just have to grind down a little bit. Just almost like just a deep burring. Okay. Let's take Okay, let's see. Still not quite there. But you know what? I'm not going to concern myself with this part too much right now. I think that's close enough to round that we've accomplished what we really needed to do there. And what I think I should do now is work on getting the muffler fitted up to the truck. Okay? So, flipping over the muffler. It's perfect. No need to have an exhaust at all. Oh, I would beg to differ. I have to drive it an hour each way to and from work, so it is unfortunately very much necessary for me to have an exhaust. Although I will confess, it does sound beefy as all get out right now. Just a little too beefy for 3 o'clock in the morning when my coffee hasn't quite kicked in yet. should be a good enough relief cut there. Yeah, should be. Okay, so now we've got relief cuts on that there, and that should allow me to fit this over the ends. Get a couple of clamps ready here. So we are going to clamp this down for ideal seal. Okay. Yes, I could have welded all of this up, but you know, I'm gonna have to take it apart again in the future, for one, because this is not the final iteration of the exhaust on this truck. This is just making it work for right now. And also, I don't want to get too much into the welding yet until I can get a little more dialed in with my welder and also get argon gas, because I have a MIG welder, and flux core MIG welding, while it's okay for the occasional homeowner project, it doesn't really need to stand up a lot to the elements. For a vehicle that I'm going to be relying on, I would much rather have gas over MIG, if not even get myself a stick welder and, you know, do it up proper that way. I learned on TIG welding, so MIG is okay, but it's not my ideal. Oh my god, honestly, like, the welds on this Y-pipe are, well, they really leave something to be desired. But I don't have any room to judge. So now I am going to get under there and see about making similar relief cuts in the intermediate pipe and getting this Dyno Max Super Performance Turbo Muffler Exhaust Silencer hooked in. Come on, creep, follow creeper. I need to spend half of my time working on stuff looking for this damn creeper. Okay. Let's not stand around itching your backside. I did have it earlier. Just creeping around on him. He's on the ground. On the ground, and he's creeping around. And I was creeping around, and I was making sound, and it was Pound Town. Lickety plow. Lickety splow. I don't understand. I don't understand. How does things will go missing so often? Especially when I only use it in this one area of the property. And I'm the only one who uses it. It's like sitting right there. Right there in the corner where I put it. Yep. Looking for something. Did you check the place you put it? Maybe that's a good place to start. All right, we're really getting somewhere now. We are really getting somewhere now. Checked. What size those nuts were. Yeah, well, that's all right. I will just use the old whatever's clever size. Powered by the strength of my own sissy grip. Yeah. I know you guys probably can't see too well, but I gotta keep my phone on the charger right now. Pretty close to dead. All right, fam, let's do a sound check. Let's do a sound check. See if we are making an improvement here. Oh my God, so much better. So much better. Still loud, still has a real nice burble to it, still a true dual exhaust, but now it's about 20 to 30% quieter on the decibels. That's going to make a huge difference for me pulling out in the morning. I won't have to be near as cautious about making sure I'm like staying at idle to pull out, which makes a huge difference for me in this moment. Big win, big win for sure. Okay, now tailpipes. Do I want to mess with tailpipes today? Modern problems require modern solutions. Never forget that. If you have to jury rig something to make it work, at least you made it work. All right, we have a muffled exhaust. It's held on by a ratchet strap. I'm about to trim that ratchet strap so that I don't have a dangling piece. Obviously, this is a short-term solution. This is not a long-term fix. Okay. And that even should take a little bit of the rattle out just by getting that exhaust properly suspended. That should even improve the sound a little bit. All right, you notice that rattle is gone on the back end. That's definitely an improvement. Now, next we need to tackle the other side of the induction system, which is the intake. The intake on this is a Mopar cold air unit. It's a pretty good setup, but the Spectre gauze air filter on it doesn't look to have been refreshed in a number of years. So I'm going to take that off right now. We're going to give that a recharge by cleaning off the old oil and all the dirt that's collected in it. And we're going to put some nice, clean, new oil on it and put it back on. That should make the engine breathe a lot more nicely and improve our gas mileage a little bit. Not that I'm expecting a huge change in gas mileage, but you know, a couple of MPGs might be nice. Let's see if this nut driver can fit this clamp here. And of course, just my luck, it does not. That's all right. We've got other tools. We've got other tools, and I'm sure at least one of them here will do the trick. Look at that, a flathead screwdriver. Luckily, these type of clamps will take either a hex nut, a hex socket, or a flathead screwdriver. That's going to allow me to loosen this clamp up here. And by so doing, remove this air filter from it. Make a little bit of room with like my fist. Hey, what's up? What do we got? Reinhard Lombard. What a strong name. Sounds like a strong Scandinavian name. Reinhard Lombard. We got it, fam, and she has, for sure, seen some better days. Not even sure if this is going to be salvageable. We are going to give it a shot. These Spectre filters are a little on the cheap side. I prefer a K&N. I will be upgrading to a K&N filter in the near future. But for right now, this Spectre cone filter unit's going to have to do. The crud coming out of this filter is just unbelievable. I mean, the filter itself is pretty rusty crusty, for one. So I think I'm going to want to hit the rust neutralizer, rust converter type stuff on this. And yeah, a replacement is definitely needed in the very near future. I don't even think. I don't even think the rust neutralizer can save this thing. It's coming apart. Is this even a gauze filter? This might be a paper filter. This is cheap. Fucking Spectre. Up your game. Definitely not K&N quality. Yeah, I'm definitely not pleased to find that the Spectre filter, the mesh on it, the wire mesh is completely rusted. It's just absolutely terrible. Gonna hit it with a little bit of rust fix. And we're gonna give a few minutes for that cleaner and that rust fix to do their work before we come back and we hit that again with the water. Once I've rinsed it off, I'm gonna let it dry off before I apply a new spray of oil onto it. Gauze filters require oil to trap the dirt. Hey, DJ was here. Looks like formed by fusion. Has some thoughts about my adding a muffler. Let's see how she sounds without the filter. Because I got a feeling that thing was restricting some serious airflow. Oh, definitely more induction noise for sure. Definitely get a little bit more of a suck from the front when you hit the gas with that filter removed. Which is, you know, to be expected. Talking about taking a clogged filter off of an air intake, it's going to have an effect on the airflow. Just had that tripod. Where did I set it down? Right back over here. Right back over here. Doesn't look like anybody's watching though. I think I'm going to cut the stream. Go take care of some stuff with the fam. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you all. Thank you for liking the stream. If you haven't already, subscribe, tell your friends, and we'll see you soon.